Alright guys, so with the PvP tier list for October 2023 updated, I wanted to update you guys on the PvE tier list of October 2023 with the new addition of burnt cheese cookie as well as golden cheese cookie before the new cookies get added onto for the new golden cheese kingdom update. But before I get started guys, I do want to let you guys know that of course this is going to be based on my opinion as well as my experience within the game and me clearing almost every single one of the content right now, including the world exploration as well as the Tower of Sea Chaos and even the Cookie Alliance right now. Alright, so first of all, let's go into the first to invest. I want to go over the first to invest first because important information in the beginning. I think that's the better way to approach the video now. So let's go over the first to invest. These are going to be the cookies that are available through the Malice shop or through events right now, including the Might of the Ancient as well as the new legendary chest that you're able to get, where you're able to choose out of the 4 legendary that are currently available inside of the game. Of course, for the Might of the Ancient, golden cheese is not available, right? So you have to choose out of the 3 existing ones that were released before, which is going to be Hollyberry, Pure Vanilla, as well as Dark Cacao. So with all that out of the way, guys, let's go over the first to invest. So first of all, I highly recommend you guys, out of the 3 right now, most likely because of the number of healers that are actually available inside of the game now, most likely the better option is going to be for you to go with Hollyberry as of right now. And then of course, if you're able to go and pull Crimson Coral later on, Crimson Coral is going to be a great replacement. But for most players, I think Hollyberry is going to be a great option. Pure Vanilla is amazing still, but I think Pure Vanilla is in a way replaceable with someone like Parfait with the Magic Candy, someone like Peppermint, someone like Rockstar right now, someone like Cream Puff with the Magic Candy. There's a lot of different great healers for the world exploration. And also Hollyberry is great right now still for the arena, and honestly Pure Vanilla too, but Hollyberry is going to be slightly a better of an option out of the 3. And of course Dark Cacao is not going to be in the first to invest. Anyways, now with the legendary. Alright, so right now the legendary are going to be Black Pearl as well as Moonlight. So these 2 are going to be the top picks. Most likely for everybody, Black Pearl is going to now be the better option for most players because now the Crystal Gem has been officially tested out, is #1 pick out of the 2, and Black Pearl is used in almost every single comp inside of the arena. And on top of that, she is able to do some insane amount of damage inside of the world exploration as well. But of course, if you do want to go with somebody who requires less investment and you want to still clear a lot of the world exploration stages, Moonlight is still going to be a great option as well. The weakness debuff, the sleep, the skill that literally goes across the map and hits enemies outside of the view is amazing. Alright, so if you guys still want to go with Moonlight, Moonlight is also a great option, but you guys do need to pull 300 times. And now, out of the epics that are available inside of the Malice shop right now, alright, these cookies, you definitely want to go and invest in them. Unlock them. You don't need to promote them all the way. Don't waste all your mileage points. Just unlock them. I think that's going to be the better option. And here are the top choices for all the different classes that we have gotten. Without a doubt, #1 is going to be Tartatan. And then we got Wildberry. We got Space Donut. We got Squid Ink. We got Prune Juice. We got Captain Caviar, Cotton, as well as Rockstar. Alright, so all of these cookies are available inside of the Malice shop. So I have given you guys a couple of the option here. Tartatan is #1 pick for DPS inside of not only the world exploration, but also for the Cookie Alliance as well. Wildberry is still the #1 epic tank in my opinion. Very, very solid, very, very good, and is going to be amazing with the newly released burnt cheese cookie as well as epic tanks. Alright, so Wildberry, the 15% damage resist, Magic Candy allowing you to get some extra shield and some extra buffs. Still works out really, really good. And then of course we still have Space Donut. Space Donut is more towards the actual PvE aspect of things now, with the Living Abyss guild boss battle teams, as well as Cookie Alliance and things like that you can use inside of the world exploration. But in my opinion, Wildberry is going to be a better option. And then we still have the 3 DPSs. We have Squid Ink, who's still going to be honestly one of the best DPSs, AoE DPSs, besides Tartatan for a lot of the different game modes. And then we have Prune Juice for the guild boss battle and some of the stages where the prune jellies are going to be able to actually tank for you. We have the Captain Caviar, who is able to do some insane amount of damage as well as the defense reduction to the enemies. Great for something like the Living Abyss as well right now. And then for the healer slash support option, Cotton is still there. kind of for the earlier games now, but that's the reason why I said first to invest, because Cotton can actually carry you for a lot of the different game modes, even tested out by Codations that 16-30 can be cleared with Cotton just by herself and the sheep, if you have a high enough account. And then Rockstar, still really good, amazing encore if you guys do need that clutch, as well as the healing, crit percentage, just in general a great first option as well. So that's gonna conclude it for the first to invest out of the mileage shop as well as the events. All right, these guys aren't necessarily the better option than the S plus and should invest and the S tiers, but in my opinion these guys are going to be able to carry you for most of the story aspect, world exploration aspect, as well as Cookie Alliance aspect, and just the PvP content in general. Now moving on to the S plus and should invest. All right, so these guys are the ones that should be when you guys pull them. All right, so I kind of messed up on the little text right there, but these guys are the ones that you should invest in once you guys do pull them from the gacha, from the feature banner, from the regular banner, as well as a special banner, and then of course the guild gacha as well. So number one is going to be Crimson Coral. We still have Pattaya, and then we have Stardust here, we have Sea Fairy, we have Sherbet, Snapdragon, as well as our Cream Puff. All right, so again, Crimson Coral's number one tank inside of the game right now. All right, the amount of buffs, the damage, and the ability to keep up those stacks and the buffs are insane on Crimson Coral. We have Pattaya, still a great tank and DPS option for the world exploration aspect of things. Not so much inside of the arena anymore, but this is PvE, right? And then we still have Stardust. You guys don't need me to go any further into Stardust, just absolutely amazing. Sea Fairy is actually a really good option here too, so I did bump her up to the S plus and should invest if you have the ability to do so. The Crystal Gem also makes her really good, and for the world exploration aspect of things, she's not bad. She's honestly really good as well. And inside of the the Cookie Alliance, sometimes if you guys are using the water comp, all right, water themed comp, which is kind of the strategy and the comp that we have gotten, Sea Fairy is going to be a core member. And then we still have Sherbet. Sherbet is amazing with the frost and the slows, of course, to the enemies and bosses that are immune to it. He can be a little bit, on the downside. He's not that great, but for majority of the clears, right, the frost stack is going to be amazing. And then we have Snapdragon as well as Cream Puff. Snapdragon is an amazing special cookie support, and you guys can get them from the Dragon Egg hatch inside of the Sugar Gnome Lavatory once you guys do unlock that. And then Cream Puff, of course, a very good support. Burst Heal is amazing and is going to be the number one pick inside of the Cookie Alliance right now, and you do need to pull her from the guild gacha. And then now moving on to the situational ones. All right, so these cookies are the ones that you can use for certain situations, like when there's HP shields, and there's certain times when you want to do healing reduction, you want to use certain different strategies. So here we go, guys. It's gonna be Shining Glitter, we got Dark Cacao, we got Twizzly Gummy, and we got Fro Jellyfish. And those are going to be your Zap cookies, who are able to get rid of the HP shield of the enemies. As well as we got Pumpkin Pie, who is going to be able to do some insane amount of healing reduction. Amazing for something like 13-30, where the Living Abyss or the Licorice Living Abyss is able to just constantly self-heal. You can prevent that from happening. Also inside of Master Modes as well. And then we have someone like Pomegranate as well as Herb, who are able to be good healers as well as Purify. We do have attack buff from Pomegranate. And then we have Almond, who's able to do damage link for certain stages where you want to kind of one-shot the enemies. And then lastly, we do have BTS, who is going to be a replacement for someone like Snapdragon. And also in general, if you guys do have BTS for the Tower of Sweet Chaos, going to be a great option because they are going to be a special without a class. So it doesn't get into that restriction of, no support, no healer, etc. and stuff like that. All right, so those are going to be your top cookies that you really want to focus on. And then you do have the S, A, B, and the not useful. These guys haven't been moved around too much, since world exploration doesn't really change until something like, you get a magic candy on a certain cookie, which we are looking forward to for Black Raisin as of right now. And then, of course, we do have the two new cookies, which are going to be Golden Cheese as well as Burnt Cheese. All right, so Golden Cheese, without a doubt, is going to be added on to the, S Plus should invest. Golden Cheese is not only good for the arena, but also really good for the world exploration because she has a great AoE, she has a great burst damage, and also she's able to increase the number of, the arrows that she's able to throw because of the number of enemies in the enemy team, all right, or enemy side. world exploration, there's a lot of different enemy. Golden cheese is able to take advantage of that, and also just has a revive. I mean, a revive in general is just amazing on a cookie, so golden cheese is going to be amazing. And in my opinion, burnt cheese is actually going to be in the S plus and should invest as well. Not only is burnt cheese able to do stun, but also damage focus, and also is able to put debuff immunity onto your cookie with the highest attack. So a great combo is something like, if you guys don't have Crimson Coral, Hollowberry, or Pitaya, it's going to be burnt cheese as well as Wildberry, and then you just combo it up with someone like Tartatan, and then boom, you're able to clear almost every single one of the world exploration stage, in my opinion. Alright, so amazing, and I definitely recommend you guys to pull a couple copies of burnt cheese, because the skill is very unique and honestly going to be a good cookie to invest in right now, even if you don't use him inside of the arena. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much gonna be it. You guys can see right here the S, A, B, and non-useful. You guys can use them. Don't really recommend too much. I mean, they're still viable, like Mango, Sorbet, Frost Queen Rye. Parfait is also really good. Peppermint is also not bad. We got Capsaicin, Brood, and some of the other cookies that you have seen before. But, of course, the main focus is going to be on the top. But that's going to wrap it up for the October PvE tier list. I hope you guys found the video helpful. If you guys do have some questions, you want to discuss anything, please let me know down in the comments below, and I'll try to get back to you guys as soon as possible. Again, thanks for your support, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys all on the next one.